Hey guys, this video is a bit different than most of my other videos. If you're not aware, I've recently been doing free 1 hour, 30-day, or every month coaching sessions for YouTube supporters and Twitch subscribers. So this video is going to be one of those sessions I did off stream, recorded with this Pocket, and he is Oracle 1. Honestly thought this Pocket was a really good player. I think he had a lot of great potential. We discussed a super important mid-game concept that I want to share with you all, and I think you will all benefit from, hearing and kind of watching what happens and whatnot. It's a very common thing I see in all ranks, even Ascendant. Just the idea of how you should play Weakside, how you should play the map, etc., etc. So if you guys are interested in coaching, check out the description to my Discord. And yeah, much love, guys. Appreciate all the support, and let me know what you think. And then there's there's 4 left side. So your right side right now needs to be slamming. So in this situation, I don't think we have vision on Abrams. Maybe at some point we did. But the second you do get vision on Abrams and you see that 4 on the left side of the map, there are 2 things you should be doing. I think you should be playing a little passive based on what's going on here. Because if these 2 die, right? If Grey Talon, which is he's about to die, and Kelvin die, you're the only target on the map in addition to the Guardians, of course. So that's what I'd be careful of. We call it weak side, so you'd be weak side if these 2 die. I mean, you are kind of weak side right now. And then 2, calm to these guys on the right side. Hey, like, you guys need to be pushing. There's 4 left side. Group up. Maybe take an objective. Because this Guardian should be free. But for some reason, McGinnis, like, opposite walled it. Don't know what's going on here, obviously. But whatever. So, yeah, these guys should be slamming. The wall is still up. Don't know what's going on. Alright, let's see what happens. So this Wraith is going to be pushing extremely hard. Sometimes you do have to just let this Guardian go as well. Is there anything you want to comment on or add or anything?
No, not yet.
Alright.
I think right here I calmed Wraith maybe going to, because I saw her at the corner of my eye, potentially going over to, I don't know what color that is, I think, the one where Bebop is. Yeah, I thought potentially she was going over to gank there, so I remember I calmed Wraith may be leaving, so I think I may try to push a little harder, but then I see her coming back, and then I think I back off.
Okay. That's good. So what I'd be careful of here is these guys ganking you. I think you had full vision of these guys, but these guys could rotate and come for you, or they take the walker. It's 1-2 plays. So if they don't show on the walker, they're coming to you as well. Yeah, be very careful here. Because look, so we saw, so it kind of plays into like what's next, right? So like, okay, they get the Guardian, the wave, it pushes into the walker, and then Grey Talon is not seeing anything on the wave. So what that means is they went like over here. And then the question is, okay, then like, okay, like what are these guys that were just here gonna do? There's a few things they can do. They can
come to me, they can go back to base, they can go to the other lane, take jungle.
Yeah. So it's like, you gotta like think in the minds of these guys. So like, okay, like I just took this Guardian. I have some gold. What am I gonna do? Well, I might shop. I might take jungle. I might defend this Guardian. I might kill a Yamato. I might take you. And now it's a question of like what is most likely, right? Because there's a lot of good options. What I usually like to say is usually the plays closest to where they're at is what they're going to do. So if they're closest to jungle, they'll take jungle. They might go for you because they might value the kill more. So I would say that probably.
If you were them, what would you do?
If I were them, I would probably send one here to defend the walker, and then I would attack here. That's what I would do. But sometimes it's not always accurate. Right now, you just have to be aware that you are in danger a little bit. So something you could do is posture a little back for a second, get some more vision of what's going on, and then repush. Because right now you have no information on where the enemy is. So you can go take this jungle camp right here while you're waiting for the enemy to show on the map. Because there's a chance that they all could be rotating to you from this lane and kill you. But it's the same chance as like they rotate to this lane and they try to kill these guys, right?
Yeah.
So I would definitely go farm jungle and just wait for vision. That's a very common thing you can do. So here, I'm gonna write this down. This is actually a pretty good point. So yeah, it's a bit risky, this situation you're in right now. So definitely my recommendation is just back up for a second. Like get that wave shoved, but then like back up, go farm this camp, maybe go farm some boxes, and then wait for some new information to appear, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still overextending a little bit. So, okay, new information. Boom. So look, some considerations and thoughts. We know that Wraith has mainly been in this lane. So Wraith is mainly in the far left lane. Mo and Krill Bebop are in this lane. Something that we predicted, right? Like, we said that, okay, here, they would either go here, or they'd either go here, right? Mo and Krill and Bebop are fighting McGinnis. Hayes and Yamato are here. So we have, so far, 3 on the right side of the map. Unknown on the left side. And then right now...
Low Abrams as well.
What's up?
Like Abrams, I'm just looking at his health. Like he may be on the left side of the map. He may be in shop because he's low. Like he may be back to base because he's quarter HP.
Yeah. I think this information about the HP we're not supposed to have from spectator.
Shit,
yeah, like I think if you were actually in game, you wouldn't be able to see the HP. But yes, this is a good observation to have. Yeah. That is very good. So you also have to think too, when you're making aggressive plays like here, like what is the map pressure that you have? So what I mean by that is like, what are your other teammates doing when you're in the position like this? Because if you die, right, if you happen to die, like what are we going to get from this? So right now, the only pressure we have on the map is McGinnis and Vindicta pushing onto the Guardian. Everyone else is postured back on the map. So if you die here, chances are your team won't get any value out of anything. So that's another good consideration. And it's also important to consider pressure because, like, what are the chances that somebody comes to get me? Well, right here, this is good pressure on the map because, right, they're taking the Guardian and some people went to him. But right now, it's only 3 on the left side. For all that you know, 3 people could come here and contest you on this walker, and then you die. Right? And then, like, then what happens? Then maybe they take mid boss, maybe they take mid camps, maybe they push your Guardian, etc. Sorry. Etc. 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 You know? So, any comments or anything you want to talk about? Add?
I mean, I clearly get punished for this, and we'll see why.
Yeah, so this is a good example. This is a really good lesson, like really good learning lesson. So here's some new information. So new information just appeared.
Yeah, Abrams is there.
So Abrams is here.
McGinnis died.
McGinnis is dead. So now, super important.
Hayes is also gone now.
Yeah. So your pressure is gone. The pressure is over. It's a 2v1. Vindicta is 100% probably dead, both those guys. The Bebop and Mo and Krill. Now the HP is good. Maybe she wins a 2v1. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But still, in my opinion, pressure is gone. Right? So now all the eyes and all the focus is on you because this fight, chances are, in my opinion, it'd be over. I think Vindicta loses the fight unless she plays super well, right? Even then, you don't want to take that risk because, like, well, what if Vindicta loses? Then what? Then you're cooked. If Vindicta loses, then you're the only pressure on the map, and they're all gonna collapse on you, and then they can take mid boss, and then GG. So once again, posture back. Go farm some jungle, go farm some camps, etc., etc. This is kind of what I'm talking about as well. Like, makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, perfect. Cool. These are really good notes. This is a really, really good, like, mid game to analyze. This is a very common problem that I have that a lot of other people have in Deadlock. So once again, right, pressure. Now the pressure is gone, right?
Isn't the pressure, in theory, like, I'm the one?
You're the only pressure, so you're the only thing that the enemy is going to go to.
Okay.
So if your team was, like, pushing to try to make a play or something, like a really good play would be worth, but There's no pressure besides you, so you're the only target. You're the enemy's focus because you're the one that's taking the enemy objectives. You know?
Like in theory, this would be better if I see their guardian is still up right beside where Talon is. If that was, let's say, on purple on the other side of the map, and I was making the pressure here, this would in theory potentially be a better play if they were pushing on the other side to take purple, or even if Talon, I guess, maybe takes that objective right there.
Yeah, so like okay, here. Like let's say this. Like let's say your whole team was in this lane and they were attacking this walker and the whole enemy team was also here and they're like fighting. This split is not bad in that case because then it's like, okay, while your team takes right side, you take left side. But you do have to play a little safe because you are alone on this side. So if you die, right, there's a chance they can push all the way to this walker and get the walker, right? So making sure you not die is pretty important, but also playing out the vision. Like if you see 6 of the enemy on this side and there's 5 of your team on here, yeah, full send it, right?
Yeah.
But if there's only 4 of the enemy team and then 5 of your team, you're disadvantaged because you're 1v2. They can come to you, right, and try to kill you. So playing a bit safe in that situation is important.
Okay.
Or rather, it'd be 2v1. Right? So I would just be playing safe because playing for your life is very important.
Okay.
Not for KDA reasons, but for like pressure on the map. Dying is never good.
Just a quick question.
What's up?
How much does KDA matter, I guess? Like in MOBAs, because I don't like I see conflicting things, and I don't really know.
Like yeah, I mean you'll have people say like KDA players, blah blah blah, but dying in MOBAs is really bad because that gives the opponent an opportunity and time to push. Optimally, you do not want to die a lot. Dying is usually very bad, but that's not to say you shouldn't be making like risky plays or aggressive plays. Just more so like plays like this where like you get put into a compromised position and whatnot because you know you don't have vision, your team's not pressuring anything, you know, you're the only one attacking an objective on the map. Plays like this, like, I'll make you die less. So as long as all you're doing is like, you know, playing situations, because these are the main situations I see people dying in, is like they make like a push onto a walker without a lot of vision on the map. As long as you're, you know, playing a bit more careful around vision and only playing what the map tells you in regards to your life and whatnot, it is better. And you will die a lot less. You'll die way less if you do that. So, like, I'm not saying, like, oh, dying's not bad. Go feed. I'm not saying that. It's just, like, dying is usually bad, but don't be scared to do things. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to make aggressive plays, but make them smart. Smart but aggressive plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah. And also,
no, I played sports, so that sounds exactly like that.
yeah, because you'll see a lot of people, they're very scared, right? And they don't make any plays and they have like 0 deaths, and then they'll be like, wow, my team is so bad, I had 0 deaths, no one did anything. Yeah, because that's because he's like sitting back in the game the whole entire time and not doing anything aggressive, right? Like, definitely playing aggressive but smart is how you want to do it. So once again, this is a perfect example of like a good strategy probably for you to develop on, like what happens here and whatnot.